As was mentioned earlier, Commissioner Adams, it was his brainchild to build something for children here and for families. And we were, all of us who were tapped on the shoulder to kind of head things up, we were honored to be able to do that. I tell you guys, we're out here all the time, and Curtis just had a heart for children. He had a heart for East Ridge, and this is a legacy that will always be attached to him, and that's something for the family to really, really be proud of. In the early 90s, I was very involved in public education here and in schools and my kids' schools. I was very involved with that. And Commissioner Adams came and asked me would I head up a project that he was interested in. And it was going to be similar to the one at Imagination Station. And I went, well, sure, that sounds like something I'd like my fingerprints on. It took about 1.5 years to raise the funds and mostly raise awareness to how big the scope of the project was. And then it's interesting that 1.5 years took to do that. In 5 days we built it. It was unbelievable. When we have something that we can really put our minds together on, communities, countries, anybody can do anything they set their mind on. You just have to set it on something that's worthwhile. And people thought that doing something for kids, and that was free. And we kept saying that because you go to movies, it costs a lot. You do this, it costs a lot. And we wanted something that was absolutely free of charge for every child, not just in East Ridge, but from all over. Oh my goodness. Hey, it looks pretty good. You remember the signs we put up everywhere? All right, here was the equipment prices. We went around, all of us selling equipment. The covered wagon cost $650, if anybody would like to know. This is where the kids did their handprints. You know, you would draw them on there, and the kids from the students from at East Ridge High School routed them out in the wood. East Ridge begins playing on Sunday.
We have all of the plans and the proposals and the material lists and even some drawings.
Yeah, this was the architect drawing of it. Is that not neat?
And then the part I'm most excited about, we have letters from the original Pioneer Committee to their families in the future. So I hope that you guys will come and look and see what your family wrote to you guys.
For Katie and Andrew wrote. I think yeah, that's all sealed up, isn't it?
It's really kind of puts it in perspective. You know, I guess mom and dad, they were about our age when they did this project, and so now kind of being, you know, at this stage of my life, seeing, you know, they put so many hours, so many hundreds of hours into it, and what they did, and you know, got this community riled up together to this huge project happen is just incredible. I mean, a lot of respect to dad, mom and dad, and all the people that did that. It's pretty neat to see.
Definitely. We have letters from our grandparents and our parents, and that really choked me up reading what was in those letters. And then I'm sure along with everybody else, everybody's got memories, and some people aren't here anymore, you know, that wrote letters to their kids and their families. It was very emotional, but it was a pretty awesome thing to be a part of.
We had no idea how big of a deal it was at the time, but it was a pretty incredible project what the community did to pull this off.
Okay, big smile. Get in, everybody. I was literally, we had to run to Dixon. Got stuck on 75 and split. And I'm like, well.
Letters. This letter that I wrote to my girls, and they were still in school and didn't have grandkids naturally, and just to read that really kind of choked me up a little bit, because I look at it and that's something I would still write today. Working on building Pioneer Frontier was one of the neatest projects that I have ever worked on. It was great bringing an entire community together to build a playground for all children. I hope you both have shared yourselves freely with your community. Time is such a precious gift to give because you can never get it back, and I hope your time has been well spent. Kiss my grandkids for me and give them a big push on the swing.